Mom was convinced I needed medication, but what good was being medicated during my senior year? What good was being drugged up during our big game against Hartwood High? Fuck pills. I could think about pills when I was graduating, when I didn't have scouts eyeing me up. I shrugged, stopping the ball with my heel, a shiver creeping down my spine. The same question had been driving me insane. I had to know. Simon wasn't a scientist or an adult, but he was comfort. I dribbled the ball slowly before attempting a kick. My kicks were getting worse. So, you don't think it'll come over here? Something ice cold ran down the back of my neck. Droplets hit the ground, soaking us through. Across the field, the girls erupted into shrieks. Then, I held out my hand, transfixed by raindrops sliding across my palm. I lifted my head, my gaze finding thick dark clouds hovering over us. Thunder grumbled, subtle at first, more like a murmur, before a sharp clap split the clouds in two. "Reyes!" Coach yelled from the sidelines as rain pounded the asphalt. I straightened, automatically, my bones conditioned from his constant yelling. "Stand straight, eyes on the ball." "What the fuck is wrong with you today, huh? Thinking about girls?" "Eyes on the ball, Reyes." "Nah." Simon offered me a grin. "Trust me, nothing ever happens." "All right, that's enough. Get inside the gym." Coach finally ground out when the asphalt under my feet started flooding. Simon kicked the ball away and marched over to me with his signature grin. "Milo," he said again, watching me closely. His hands came down hard on my shoulders, squeezing tight. It was an anchor. He was an anchor. I didn't realize I wasn't breathing until I was on my knees, panting. Air felt wrong, like I was sucking in sandpaper. My throat locked. I was suffocating. "Milo, hey?" His voice was soft, warm, soothing. "Look at me, all right? Breathe. Come on, dude." His hands found mine, fingers threading through my own. He didn't need to say anything else. His presence was enough, kneeling with me in filthy rainwater. Our knees splattered, my breath still shuddery and wrong and phantom. We stayed like that, long after the thudding footsteps of the other boys passed us. Long after Coach told us to get inside or we'd miss the game. Somehow, my face found the crook of his shoulder, his warmth, his sodden football jersey, and slowly, breathing became simple again. Inhale and exhale. In and out. Inhale and exhale. My heart was fucking pounding. My skin was prickling, igniting, on fire. Inhale. Exhale. In and out. Saturday. I thought my thoughts spinning. Somehow, clinging to Simon felt real. Being glued together, piss wet through, choking on the stink of BO and Axe spray. I could breathe. I could smell the rain heavy in the air. Mom called it petrichor. I just needed to make it to Saturday. Saturday was 3 days away. 3 nights of the news. Maybe 3 nights with no deaths. Maybe the deaths were going to stop. One more practice. One more game. One more panic attack. Then I could think about pills and Mom and telling Simon the truth and whatever the fuck was happening to the world's babies. Just get to fucking Saturday. Saturday came. 300 deaths in one night. This time in Australia. The news was starting to hit major networks. People were talking about it in the store when I grabbed Powerade. Mom hugged me for the first time since I refused to start medication. I played the perfect role all day. Even when I dug out an old prescription from months ago and downed 2 pills. I started shaking. I couldn't fucking breathe. Sandpaper throat. Locked airwaves. Pounding heart. Mom drove me to school. I smiled. I told her I was fine. The radio bulletin hit us while I was choking on my attempt to tell her, "I'm not fucking okay." I wasn't okay. My hands felt like limp noodles.